Okay, welcome to the video. Welcome to the video. Welcome to Dusty Lucky Blonde. People we should know. Amelia Earhart. One of my favorites. Okay. I'm just going to skim through this. Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart was born on July 24th, 1897. She lived in Kentucky with her parents and her sister Muriel. And Amelia's grandparents lived nearby. They often took care of the girls. Amelia and Muriel were not just sisters, they were best friends. They liked to play outdoors. For them, playing ball was more fun than playing quiet in the house. They lived near the Mississippi River bank, and the river was a fine place to play. They caught fish. They explored. Amelia and her sister liked adventures, and some people thought the girls were too advanced for some people. They acted more like boys. Back then, most girls were taught to be quiet and gentle. Amelia, the Earharts, didn't raise their daughter that way. They wanted their girls to be active and curious. Okay. Chapter 2. When Amelia was far away, her parents got back together. They moved to California. Amelia went to visit on a trip. Her father took her to air shows. It was the first air show she ever seen. Planes flew over. Pilots did stunts. The show was fun to watch. Chapter 3. By the time Amelia had her own plane, but couldn't find work as a pilot, no one would pay a woman to fly a plane. To earn money, she had to do woman's work. Amelia's parents divorced in 1920. After that, her mom and Muriel decided to move, and they wanted to live in Boston. Amelia wanted to go with them. She sold her plane and used the money to buy a car, and then drove all the way to Boston. Chapter 4. On June 3rd, 1928, Amelia and two pilots climbed into a plane. They took off from Boston. First, they flew to Newfoundland. There, they took more fuel than were hoping they would be enough to fly across the ocean. The flyers had planned to leave right away. Suddenly, however, the weather turned bad, and they had to wait for clear skies to pass. 2 weeks passed. That's it. Okay, this is some useful information. Missing. She tried again. Amelia and a second pilot were on the plane. No one else was on board. They flew day after day and stopped often for fuel. June 30th, they reached an island. They refueled and then took off again and headed for Howland Island, a tiny island in the Pacific. No one knew what went wrong, but Amelia never reached that island. When her plane didn't arrive on time, a search began. Nothing was ever found. The plane was gone. The pilot was gone. Amelia was gone. It was a mystery that hasn't been solved. So, one of the greatest pilots ever. Let's see, are we done?